Hi everyone, my name is Abby. Welcome to my channel. I absolutely love The Sims 4 and I'm guessing you do too if you're here. I'm new to videos and voiceovers, but I'm learning and doing my best, so please bear with me. Anyway, so today I'm going to be showing you a speed build. This is actually my first build from scratch since I got a laptop. I usually just do renovations and redecorate, but yeah, I decided to just go for it. I held off for a while, but yeah. I used to do building from scratch all the time when I played on console, but like I said, since I got the laptop, I don't know, I think I was put off by the change of controls and stuff. I mean, I've only just really got the hang of furnishing, but yeah, I tend to build from pictures rather than floor plans because I don't like floor plans. I don't like the angle, and I find it really hard to visualize the room layouts from that top angle for some reason. So what I usually do is just scroll through Google Images of exterior shots of houses until I find one that I like. I have a tendency to build more modern style houses, I think. That's mostly because I'm not a fan of using roofs. I prefer to use fencing and small walls where I can to just make it a little easier. I don't know if anybody else finds it really hard to use roofs. I see people doing like crazy intricate roofing systems, and I just like to slap a little fence or small wall around the whole thing, and I mean, it looks pretty good. Usually only for modern houses though, so that's why I tend to just stick to those. But yeah, I try and build from the picture as close as I can get. I'll include a picture of the house I was recreating for this build at the end before the walkthrough. Usually I just take from one picture, so it's only one angle, but I build the front and kind of imagine it from there. I don't try and make it perfectly spot on. So on this build, I actually changed the overhanging roof on one part, but other than that, I think I did okay. I got it kind of close. I don't usually work too hard on the outdoor areas either. I find once I've done all the furnishings on the inside, I mean, I'm pretty tired out and I'm kind of fed up. I've kind of used up all my creativity, and they just kind of get lumped with the usual. You stick a grill in there, stick a few pieces of garden furniture, maybe a tree or two, and that's about as much love as the gardens get from me, unfortunately. So I need to ask, is anyone else who loves Sims creative or crafty in other ways? Because I tend to see in a lot of the Sims Facebook groups and Discord and stuff that Simsy people tend to be, I don't know, they tend to be artsy. You tend to see them posting like artwork that they've made and things based on Sims, and it's just something that I just picked up on and I love it. I definitely think it's mostly because Sims is a game that, it requires a lot of creativity and it's a great outlet for it. For me personally, I am super crafty. I think I have boxes in my house for literally every single type of craft you could possibly think of. But my favourite ones though are painting, embroidery, and the one that really stuck with me was cake and cookie decorating. I actually had my own little business for a little while, and it was something that I just love to do, and I feel like since I stopped doing it and I wasn't able to do it from my new house, I definitely started playing Sims a lot more. I don't know if it's like the building, making something from nothing, like that whole kind of thing. I don't know, I think they're kind of linked in a way. But just like with Sims, it's all about taking a picture or an idea and kind of going off that. So somebody would show me a picture, or they would tell me a design idea they have, and I would kind of come up with a little drawing, and you then make everything based on one picture. And I think that's kind of why I like to do builds this way. But yeah, I was actually really surprised how well it actually turned out. I think being able to use CC just really took it to the next level for me. The doors and the windows, as well as the floorings, the bushes, the trees. I didn't have tons of outdoor, like the bushes and things. I didn't have tons of those CC options. I kind of went looking for them afterwards, and I had a real hard time finding any. So if anybody knows of any, I would love to hear. Because I spent probably about 3 hours looking, and I probably got about 2 things. So yeah. I uploaded a completely empty version of this house on the gallery with no walls or stairs or anything inside, so you can kind of choose your own layout. I find almost all the houses I've ever downloaded on the gallery, I'm never happy with the layout, and I always end up changing it. So I like to just give the option, just in case someone likes the build but not the layout, and it just means they don't have to go through and delete everything and start again. But yeah, I find other builds tend to be like super saturated. They have so much stuff in them, it looks cramped and crowded, and it kind of makes it hard to see like the layout properly. I also find that most houses tend to have stairs and corridors set as only one tile across, and that absolutely drives me crazy. I hate it. For me personally, staircases have to be a minimum of 2 tiles, unless it's like an attic staircase or something. It can be 1 tile, and sometimes I will do maybe 3 tiles if it's like a big staircase in a mansion or something. But I mean, other than that, the normal staircase pretty much has to be 2 tiles, otherwise I don't know, I just can't cope. But it means you can add with the corridors. I usually like to do 2 tiles. Sometimes if it's a bit bigger house, I'll do 3. I did 3 for the little corridor in this house, but I do usually use 2. But it just means you can add in furniture and decorations without them kind of taking up too much space. I don't know, I like to, even though they're Sims and they're not real, I don't know, I just kind of like them to have space. I think it maybe probably stems from the fact that I don't have any space in real life. My house in real life is absolutely tiny. In almost all of the rooms, you could probably stand in the middle and touch almost all the walls. So I like to make very spacious spaces in Sims, even if it is only the corridors and stuff. I don't know, that's just how I like to do it. I also find I have a habit of forgetting all about platforms. I don't like to use them too much, but sometimes they can really add something. This bathroom, for example, just wouldn't be anywhere near quite as nice. I really love this bathroom personally. I adore all the mural wallpapers. They make me so happy. I'm very, very guilty of using them in almost every build. But honestly, platforms and half walls are about as daring as I get with the rooms. I see a lot of people doing like crazy complicated stuff as well. It's not dig at all, because that stuff is extremely creative and inventive. But I like to keep my builds looking and feeling easy to navigate. I find when there's really complicated stuff in them, you can't see a whole lot. I don't know, if it's kind of hard. I don't know, personally I just find it a little hard to do gameplay when there's really complicated build stuff. You'd be lucky if I used more than one type of wall for one room. I did do that in one of my builds, but honestly it's something that I don't know why. I just try my best to make it look good. With the wallpapers are so nice that I feel like you don't need to put in like a crazy amount of effort as well. I don't know, maybe it's a British thing. All our rooms are kind of just rooms. There's not really a whole lot of... I sometimes like to use the I don't know what to call them. They kind of like, I think they're categorized in windows, but they're not windows. Maybe wall accessories, I'm not entirely sure. But the ones where it's kind of like a cutout, I think you can use them for shelves sometimes. I do like to use those occasionally, but yeah, it's not something that I do very often. I usually hate having extra or spare rooms because I have a bit of a nightmare trying to decide what to put in them. But I'm real happy with the office design I went with for the spare room in this one. It's an office / like kind of a gaming room, and I also kind of girlied it up a little after a little while. This bathroom, oh my god, I absolutely love the colour scheme. This is actually the colour of my bathroom in real life. But yeah, this is probably one of my favourite bathrooms that I've ever made as well. For some reason, my bathrooms in this build were on point somehow. But yeah, I'm a big fan of doing cluttered walls. We basically just fill the whole wall. I mean, to be honest, this is kind of mild for me. I usually go a little crazier. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the cluttered walls, and I love filling them in and finding things to match and line up. And I think it looks really cool. It gives it a real nice effect. I also love adding fireplaces to bedrooms. I mean, I tend to add fireplaces everywhere. I'll add a fireplace in a hallway. I'll put a fireplace in the standing places in living rooms. I've even put a fireplace in a bathroom once. But yeah, fireplaces in a bedroom are like one of my favourite things to do. I don't know, it's a bedroom, you want it to be cozy, and what is cozy? A fireplace. So yeah. I'm not sure if I've mentioned in this video yet, I don't think I have, but almost all of the CC that I have is downloaded from the Sims resource. I keep a link of I put in the description a link to my website where I try and keep all of my links. I'm trying to kind of organise everything, but it's a Wix site, and I've actually started having a bit of a nightmare with uploading stuff onto that lately for some reason. I can't seem to upload any more content, so please don't judge my website too harshly. I can't really change a whole lot right now, but I am constantly trying to add and keep up with all the CC links and add them there. Like I said, I try my best, so don't come at me, but if there is anything else that you want and you can't find on the website links, you're more welcome to just pop me a message and I would be more than happy to help. I can probably find it specific pieces if I look, so yeah, I don't mind at all. This bedroom, I really struggled with this third bedroom. I kind of went dark theme for both, which is not something I would usually do, but I think I was having a bit of a creativity block. I tend to use the same wallpapers and stuff a lot, and I was trying not to do that this time, which obviously narrowed down my options quite a bit. But yeah, I mean, it's not an awful room, it's not my worst, but I just feel it's just a little bit uninspiring. Usually though, I have a few rooms, maybe like one or two, that I'm not completely happy with, but I think this is the only room, that was the only room that I wasn't overall thrilled with, so I would definitely call that a win. I actually left all the clutter and everything and the accessories pretty much until last with this build, mostly because I don't know about you guys, but I have so much CC that when I click on some of the more full categories, so decorations and clutter, take probably like 8 minutes to actually open, because they have so much stuff in them. So I tend to keep that till last so that I don't have to click on it multiple times throughout the build. I can just kind of click on it once at the end and go through the whole build and fill everywhere with clutter. Like I said, it's just a system that works for me because it takes so long to load, and I think I would probably lose my mind way in otherwise, because I already kind of lose my mind way in anyway. Does anybody else have like crazy long waiting times? Not just for that, but for the actual game itself. My game takes like probably like 2.5 hours to actually open when I want to play, so I I try and open it in advance. Yeah, here's the kind of the boring garden. I didn't do a whole lot with the garden. I didn't feel like I needed it. The build is pretty much done here. I'm really happy with it. I hope you guys enjoy the walkthrough, and yeah, I hope to see you back for the next video.